Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Christina, and in today's video, I am actually on time for the first time in a very long time with my monthly recap and monthly plans and goals video. So today I am recapping July with you guys and sharing with you our goals for August. I'm really excited because July was a really great month and I love the summertime, and while we are year-round homeschoolers, we are very relaxed about how we homeschool even throughout the regular traditional school year. So it gets even a little bit looser in the summer, and we don't stop, we just kind of continue, and we really just follow the rhythms of our life and the rhythms of the season. So I want to talk to you a little bit about that today. So I actually have been semi-consistent with my new planner. This is not sponsored, and I think they're actually still sold out, and you can pre-order or get on a wait list, but I shared with you guys, I think in my last video, that I was trying out this planner that my friend Wendy sent me from Plan Prep Pray, and it is a really wonderful planner, and I actually have utilized it a lot. I told her not to send it to me. I was like, I don't want to waste your beautiful planner because I'm probably not going to use it, but I have been using it. And so as I was reflecting on July, which is something that she has you do in the planner, I was just thinking about all the beautiful moments that took place in July. We just got back from our yearly beach trip that we take every year to Hampton Beach, New Hampshire. It was such a beautiful time. We had perfect weather. It was just great. And I had a lot of time to reflect and pray and read. And it was a really, really special trip in a variety of ways. It was a little sad because my husband and my oldest son weren't able to come because of work and things, but it was beautiful in a lot of ways. So it was a really special time, and it made me think a lot about childhood and homeschooling and our rhythms and our priorities and all of those things, and watching them at the beach and all of the natural learning that takes place. While I was reading this book, Homeschooling, You're Doing It Right Just by Doing It, it was just kind of like a full circle moment, and a moment of realizing we are on the right path for our family. And I know that, but sometimes when things get hard or stressful or you're tired, I actually don't ever question that we're making the right choice, but I don't know, it was just encouraging to read. I think maybe more so confirming my style of homeschooling in a sense, that I'm not overly traditional or consistent, even though that sounds like a negative thing. We're not driven by curriculum. We use curriculum as a tool. So even as I share today, if you're not familiar with my channel or how we homeschool, if you haven't been around for a while, I just want to say that while I share quite a variety of things, I do not pile these on top of one another. We're often rotating through them, picking them up, putting them down. Sometimes we'll dive in deep to one or two things, and kind of the other stuff falls to the wayside. And I just feel like it's a more natural style of learning. It's how we even learn as adults. If we pick up a new hobby or a new interest, we kind of dive deep into that, and we're kind of led by our own interests. We're motivated because we want to know it. And so if they seem super into something that we're doing, I just kind of prioritize that, instead of it being a thing where it's well, they're interested in that. It's not a struggle to get them interested in wanting to do it. So we're going to spend less time on that, and I'm going to really force the subjects that they don't want to do. And it's not that we don't do the subjects that they don't want to do, but I remember hearing one time, I'm going on a little bit of a tangent, but it's related and connected. If my child was struggling in math but excelling in art, I wouldn't get them a math tutor, I'd get them art classes. And it just really, it just aligns so much with what I was reading in here. And so I just want to encourage you that every homeschool does not look the same. Homeschooling does not need to look like traditional schooling at all. You can use all curriculum for every subject if that works for your family. You can use zero curriculum if that works, and you can use somewhere in between like we do. So I just wanted to share that. Loving this book, highly recommend it. So I want to share some of the things. It's not just curriculum for my plans and goals videos and my reflections. It's really just a holistic look at our lifestyle, and homeschooling is a part of that. So I just want to add that caveat in there as well. I'm also reading, and was reading at the beach, Do Your Youth, Growing Up with Your Teenager. One of the best books I have ever read. I'm only halfway through, but this was recommended to me by a friend, and it is incredible. If you are raising teenagers or you are getting close to the teenage years, get this book. I'm telling you, get it. It is so good. It is such a balanced and encouraging perspective that has such wisdom. It's gold. So definitely grab that. So those are some things I've been doing. I've been semi-consistent in my workouts, still struggling to drink enough water, but I have been doing better with taking walks. Like something I shared with you guys last month, I believe, is that I wanted to prioritize more family walks, like walking with my husband and all of our kids, or at least our youngest 3 kids. And that's been really special because they're at the age now, it's like bittersweet. And I felt this at the beach as well. They're at the age now where they can scooter and bike and run ahead, where we can see them and we can actually hold a conversation where we're like, whoa, like this is different than it was in the past. And those busy years of babies and toddlers are so precious and so beautiful, and you don't want to wish them away. But I do want to say, like, if you're feeling weary, like hold out hope, because there is a day where you'll be able to go for a walk and have a conversation with your husband without a baby or a toddler needing you. But it is also a little sad when that time comes. So I thought the same thing at the beach when I was like reading and they were playing, and I was like, whoa, this feels different than it used to feel for like the last however many years. Like having a baby or a toddler on the beach is completely different, with my youngest being 5.5. So all of that to say, July was a really great month. Looking back, it was really great. It was really hot in upstate New York for most of it, so that was a little rough because our AC broke and that was a whole thing. But overall, it was really special. I've been more consistent in my prayer life, which was a spiritual goal that I had. I actually was using this to help me. Not that you need any kind of devotional or study to help you pray or even read the Bible. I enjoy them though, and I find them helpful. And I had the opportunity to test out this 30 days of prayer, a Bible study in Psalms, and it is so good. I will link this down in the description box below. It's really helped me be more intentional about my prayer life, so I've really enjoyed that as a personal thing as well. My daughter had her 10th birthday in July, which was obviously a big moment. She's my oldest daughter, so I'm like, oh my gosh, I've been a mother of a daughter for a decade. So there was definitely some reflection that came into play, and thinking about what the next few years of her life are going to look like and navigating those years, and all of that. It's just another brand new thing, because although I have 2 teenagers, they are boys, so it's different. So lots of reflection and thinking about what I got for her though for her birthday. She wanted a desk for her room, so we got her a desk for her room, and I wanted to get her something really special, and so I did get her a new Bible, and this Bible cover, I mean, how cute is this Bible cover? We love this scripture. We've used this scripture a ton in our homeschool in scripture memorization. It has this little handle, has 2 little pockets, and I got her a really special Bible that I'm really excited about. She has had like kids' Bibles that were not full scriptures, and then for a couple of years now, she's been using Bibles that are full scriptures. That's our little Bible basket over there, by the way, that has just like a ton of Bibles in there. And she's been using just like other Bibles that we have that are not like specifically her Bible, that were like given to her. Like she's kind of taken them on as her own, but I just wanted to get her like a special Bible to motivate her and get her excited about it, because she is really motivated to learn about God. And so I got her the Explorer Bible for Kids, which is a really great Bible for girls or boys, but I got her the purple one because I knew that she would really enjoy that. And I did get her the one that has like the tabs here that helps them more easily find the books of the Bible, just to help her with that. It's a really beautiful Bible. There are like, little extra things in here that help them understand the Bible. She was reading this the other day, and she was like really excited reading like the beginnings of, like, it was like one of these where she's like, did you know who wrote this book of the Bible? And did you know this? So she has been really excited about that. And it is the Christian Standard Bible translation. And the reason why I decided to get her that is because my main Bible that I use, which is a Hosanna Revival Bible, like a journaling Bible, is also the Christian Standard Bible. So I thought it would be cool if we're going to be doing Bible studies together, which is something that I want to start doing with her, that we have the same translation. I just thought it would be helpful, and I think it's really easy to understand. So really excited. I actually got these from Christian Book, which is also where I got my Bible. And yeah, they also have the one without the tabs that's a little bit cheaper, but I just felt like it was helpful for her to have those. So I will link my Christian Book storefront down in the description box below. And as a matter of fact, that's also where I got these books for me, from my Christian Book storefront. So on there, you will find like tons of books on like motherhood, faith, homeschooling, read aloud books, independent reads for kids, Bibles that I've loved, curriculum. I have tons of stuff on my Christian book storefront. And so definitely check that out if you haven't. And I update it too. Like if I order something from them, I have it added to my storefront so that you can easily find those things when I share them. So I wanted to share that. Some of the things that we'll be focusing on in August are jumping back into some of the things that we didn't really do in July because we were kind of catching our breath. I was working a lot with like editing and things like that. And so we didn't have as much margin. They were enjoying being outside and all of that. We also really enjoyed like doing lessons outside. We did some lessons at the park. I actually shared a video of us doing a lesson from this newer Little Hearts and Hands science unit, Nests and Burrows from The Good and the Beautiful. This is such a sweet science curriculum, like a gentle science curriculum for younger kids. They say preschool through second grade, but I have my, she just turned 10, I keep almost saying 9-year-old. My 10-year-old joined in on these lessons and she learns from it and she really enjoys it and I really enjoy it as well. And there's things I learn in here that I didn't know. So we did the pond lesson at the pond at one of our favorite parks. We did actually the ocean habitats lesson before we went on our ocean trip. And so it's got some really sweet nature study elements to it and it's engaging and my kids really love it. So this is something that we actually did do a fair amount of in July and I definitely want to continue through August and through the fall. So I'm really excited to continue with this. I will link this down below in the description box if you haven't tried the Science for Little Hearts and Hands. We have all of them that have been released so far. We haven't done all of them cover to cover, but we kind of dip in and out of them depending on like the time of year or things that we're doing. Like I really try to use them to connect to real life as much as possible, although not every lesson is as easily applicable to what's going on in real life. But that is something I've been consistent with my younger three throughout much of July, and then also their math and language arts and their handwriting. We've been pretty consistent with that. We just finished reading the Jim Elliot biography from Christian Heroes Then and Now, and my plan was when I finished that to start Elizabeth Elliot. So we will be starting Elizabeth Elliot and we will be reading this. Now this is more for my older kids. I used to also include my 17-year-old, which he is sometimes here for those read alouds at bedtime, depending on what time we're starting this. He may or may not be home yet. It is mostly for my 14-year-old and my 10-year-old and then also my 17-year-old. But oftentimes my 5 and 6-year-old are hearing these stories as well. They are for 10 and up. So if it's a part that's like scary or intense, I will not read it in front of them. I'll either pause and I'll say, oh, okay guys, that's enough for tonight. Like we'll pick this up tomorrow. And then like my older kids kind of know like, oh, okay, mom, there's something you don't want to read in front of them. So I do just want to point that out. They are recommended for ages 10 and up. We do oftentimes read them together as a family. And they do have the young readers versions, which I do have up there on my bookshelf, that are more of just like a picture book verse novel style summary. So they leave out a lot of detail, obviously, but they are a good way to still read those missionary stories to younger kids. So they have those available as well. We took a break from these, but we also started the very last book in the Little House series, These Happy Golden Years. So we just started that. So we'll continue that in August, and I'm thinking that will probably take us a few months because we don't do it every single day. And then, yeah, I finished up Intro to Psychology with my 14-year-old. We kind of ended up doing that, just him and I. We are still working on finishing up Middle Ages, and then we'll jump into Vikings from Gather Round Homeschool. And then once I finish Vikings with him, we're going to be jumping into The Good and the Beautiful History, the New Good and the Beautiful History, because I'll be doing that with all of my kids together. And we probably won't start that for another couple of months because I'm guessing it will take us through September to finish Vikings, but we'll see. I just got my order in from Litho's Kids. They had a 5th anniversary sale, which is crazy. It was 50% off. So I've shared with you guys before that we did Little Pilgrim's Big Journey as a family evening read aloud, parts 1 and 2, and I got part 3. So these are beautiful illustrated, adapted versions of Pilgrim's Progress. If you're familiar with that, it is such an amazing story written by John Bunyan about the Christian walk, about this journey as a Christian and kind of the things that you come up against. And then as usual, as I did with the first 2 books, I did also get the audio version so that they can listen to it on their own if they want to after we read it together. And then I also got them the coloring books. And when I say them, I mean my 5, 6, and 10-year-olds. They really love these coloring books, they can color like while I'm reading to them, or while they're listening to the audiobook, or just whenever they want. And I think they're really cool because they're actual like the sketches of the actual illustrations in the book. So really nice coloring books. And then I also got the Mansell Chronicles book 1, and this is like the adapted children's version of Holy War, which is another one of John Bunyan's, like also still very famous, but slightly less famous than The Pilgrim's Progress, one of his other books that is about spiritual warfare and all of those things, so going like a little bit deeper into that aspect. And so once we finish Little Pilgrim's Big Journey Part 3, we will jump into this as an evening family read aloud, whenever that is. So whether it's during the month of August or it's after that, this is what we will do next. Other things that we're gonna be trying to do in August are things that we kind of like put to the side in July because we were just focusing on other things, and one of those is our Italian curriculum by Homeschool Languages. I shared this a while ago, but I haven't shared it in a while. I really love this, and so do my kids. It is really like play-based and interactive. There's like a little puppet, which obviously got used quite a bit, and there are videos, and it's really engaging, and it's more like real-world conversational style learning as opposed to like traditional language learning. And I'm really trying to capitalize on the fact that it is easier the younger you are to learn a second language. And so we are learning Italian together because I also don't speak Italian, but I reached out to Homeschool Languages and just told them like, hey, I know you sent me this box a really long time ago and it took us forever to get started on it, but I did want you to know that we finally started it and we really love it. And they were like, oh my goodness, Italian is the only one that we haven't updated yet. Can we send you one of our updated ones so you can see the differences? And so they sent me Spanish. And so now I want to do Spanish as well. So let me know if you guys have any experience teaching more than one language to your child. I don't know if it would be, so here's the book. It's like a little bit bigger and it has a different puppet. Look at this one. I love it. Oh my gosh. I just love it so much. And there are games in here and like flashcards, and there's so much in here, and it's like such a beautiful way of learning language with your kids. But let me know if you have any experience or knowledge of teaching children more than one second language at a time. Like, do I try to finish this and then go to Spanish, or can I do them at the same time? Let me know, guys. I'm interested to see what you guys think, because I'm like, would it maybe make sense because Italian and Spanish have a lot of similarities, or would that make it confusing for them? Let me know what you guys think. So yeah, other than that, we're not really starting anything new in August. I'm going to be holding off to start on anything new until like September, October time, like when we finish up things that we're already doing. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I would love to hear how your July was and what plans you have for August. Oh, I do have one more thing that I totally forgot that I wanted to share with you guys. We are actually going to be trying Time for Learning. I'm really interested to hear from you guys. If you've tried it, what you thought of it. I'm not huge on screen time. I'm very picky for anything that we use screens for. Like, it has to be quality. It has to serve a purpose. Like, I don't like a lot of screens. We don't have a TV in our house. We haven't for like 2 years now, but they reached out to me about checking it out. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna test it out and see what I think. So I registered us, I got us all signed up, but we haven't like tested it out yet. So I can't decide. I haven't decided yet what classes I wanna do, but I thought, especially for my 9th grader, I thought it might be good for him to try it and like see what he thinks, and then see if there are elements of it that I wanna use for my 10-year-old. I'm not sure yet about my 5 and 6-year-old. I really got to get in there and kind of like look around and see what I think. They do have like maybe 5 minutes of screen time, like a couple times a week, that goes along with the Good and the Beautiful curriculum. But it is very purposeful and very minimal. There might be like a learning video that they watch that's like 2 minutes long or something like that. So let me know if you have any experience for Time for Learning. I would love to hear what your thoughts are on that. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if I forget any links in the description box, because I often do that. And yeah, if you're not already following us over on Instagram, you can follow us there at rooted_homelife. And I hope to see you soon in one of my next videos. Until next time, stay rooted.